Okay, so we have a customer that sent us in a 2006 to 2009 4.5 gen Toyota 4Runner grill. What we're doing is we made an insert for this. The insert's going to go along the outside edge and kind of centered up, so it has something to back up against, and then it's going to cover this up, make it kind of custom, look really nice, something different than you get from factory. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to notice that we already got the front bezel off. To do that, we flip it over and we just detach it, push some clips out, and that comes out. Additionally, right here, we have the hood latch mount. We're going to take that apart, take that off, and then we'll get it ready for cutting. All right, to cut, we need a couple tools. We need this hacksaw. This gets into nice tight spots. And then we need some sort of rotary tool, such as a Dremel or whatnot, and I'll show you why we need that later on. Okay. Like we said earlier, we're making an insert, so we got to cut all this out so that we don't see it. So it's pretty easy to do with one of these guys. It gets in nice tight spots. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come about 1/8 of an inch up from the bottom portion of the grill on the fin itself, and then we're going to cut all the way down. This doesn't have to be precise. We're going to clean it up later with a Dremel. So we've been going around cutting some of the fins out. But before we do, we want to take some of these big junks out because the fins kind of give us some stability, right? So when you cut this, when you cut one of these are hollow. As you can see on the back side, they're hollow, right? So what we can do is we want to take this and we want to score it all the way across, and this actually cuts really simply there. And then we can continue this down and do this lower portion of this fin here. To do this fin though, it's a little easier to actually pour it over, hold it 90 degrees, and actually get in there and cut it all the way out. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. If you don't make perfect lines, you can see I didn't make a great one here. We're going to come back with a Dremel and we're going to make this look nice. So now we're going to get to the middle portion. The middle portion is a little bit harder. It's a little bit trickier to get in there. What I found that I like is if you flip this guy over, you get something to prop it up on, so it's kind of at an angle. Get an arm on there, get it stable, and then actually come from the back side. Now you have this nice line right here all the way across that you can try to follow. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to come back through with a Dremel and clean it up, but as nice as you can, and just try to follow that line all the way through. All right, I've got all my fins cut. I've got all my superstructure cut. Now it should just lift out. All right, perfect. Came out. What we're left with is some kind of bigger, some areas a little bigger than others. In all reality, with our grill, you're not going to be able to see this. It's going to be covered up. You're going to have a bezel all the way around. But because we're a little OCD, we're going to take a Dremel, and we're actually going to just Dremel these down until they're flush and kind of get rid of it. You could actually take it a step further and get some metal mesh and some epoxy or some body filler and actually like cover these in and make them perfect. But like I said, you're not really going to see these. So we're going to take our Dremel and cut down the rest of these fins and get them nice and perfect. All right, so what we're going to need next is our Dremel tool of some sort, rotary tool. We can also accomplish this with sandpaper. We can take this saw and get it as close to as possible. When you do that, I want to show you start scratching some things potentially. That's what I did with this one. Again, this is all going to be hidden. You can come back with some flat spray paint and paint inside here and it'll look just fine. The grill itself is obviously going to hide a lot of this, so we can just kind of make it to where we want it. So yeah, with this guy, all you're going to do is come down and yeah, you're just going to go all the way around, do all those to where you like. What I have found though is with the top bezel, is I just took these down to 45 degrees. Again, this is going to be hidden, so you're not going to see this. And then same with these guys. You could sit there all day and make these nice, and that's fine, but you don't actually need to. So we'll make it easier on ourselves. We'll take care of this fins just to kind of clean it up a little bit, and then yeah, we'll show you how to install our grill. Okay, so now we're installing the grill. So basically, we want to center it up on the grill itself, kind of get it where we want to get it, and then we're going to start installing it. So this grill comes with 4 2.5-inch 1/4 by 20 bolts that go in the middle, 4 3-inch bolts that go on each corner, and then 2 2-inch bolts that go on each side. I recommend starting with the 2 2-inch on the sides and getting them tight. The way you essentially put this together, because it's going to come unassembled to you, is you're going to get your bolt, your nut, your locking nut, and you're going to secure it all the way down because there's 2 pieces of metal, and you secure them together. That'll be the first thing you do. And then you're going to get your retention clip, a washer, and then put another nut on there, and that's actually what's going to tighten down, and that retains it. We've tried a bunch of different stuff with it, and this is the best that we have found that works. These are currently silver. These will actually be powder coated to match the grill, so they'll be black essentially, so you won't get to see them through the grill themselves. That's basically it. When you're finished, it'll come out like this, or whatever configuration you have. We'll have 4 or 5 different configurations for this grill. Make sure you include us in your grill when you take pictures, and let us know so we can post them on our Facebook page. All right, thanks.